patient in here.
Can you, want that?
Yeah.
Okay.
And she says hi to herself. All right, I need a second person on the other side. We're gonna ask our patient, or assist them however they need assistance, rolling side to side. So you wanna fold the sling in half and snuggle it under their body when they're in sideline, and then roll them in the opposite direction, and the other half will pop right out from under them. Okay? Again, we want this edge to be just underneath the ischial tubes. All right, and then of course the top edge is where it is with this particular sling. Okay? The handles should be on the outside. They should not be against the patient. So only the totally slick side is against the patient. So the first thing we're going to do is roll toward Roberto. So do you remember how to roll? Your bend mobility is pretty good. There we go. Bring this leg with you. Get your hair out of the way so we don't. Okay. Okay. All right, now roll back toward me and come all the way toward me. And then pull your side out. This is your side right here. Okay, and then go back. All right, so we got it over to you a little too far. Okay. We don't want wrinkles, particularly if this is the patient's personal sling and they're gonna keep it under them. Okay, so if the patient is a temporary Hoyer lift, then they would probably use a facility sling. If they're gonna be a permanent Hoyer lift, then they're gonna issue one to them. So, because it's gonna stay under them the whole time they're sitting, because then nursing is gonna have to get them back into bed. So they want the sling there. You don't wanna have to try to get the sling under them when they're sitting in the chair, if at all possible, okay? Now we're gonna bring this one under her left leg and over toward him, and this one under the right leg and over toward me. So this is gonna create a little bit of a hammock in between her legs. Okay. And it's bulky, and I'm sorry, but it's what it is. All right, there are other slings that there's a hole here, and you feed one leg support through the hole, and it creates less bulky of a sling in between their legs. All right, how are you doing?
Great, I'm excited.
Are you excited?
Yeah.
Excited to get out of bed?
Mm-hmm.
All right, we want to make sure that our links, our straps are all exposed, and they are. All right. Have you had this done before?
No, but they've been talking about it.
All right. Well, here's the lift. All right. So what we're going to do is hook you up to this frame here, this bar. I call it the harness. We're going to hook the straps up to the harness, and then we're going to slowly lift you up as you're attached to this, and then we're going to bring it around and set you in the chair. All right? So this comes under the bed. And the brakes go on. I might move it up a little closer.
Is that a good level for her, or would you have to plug it in and make adjustments?
Pardon me?
Is that a good level for her, or do you have to plug it in and make adjustments?
I don't have to plug it in, I've charged the battery.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I charged it overnight
Didn't know.
so that it was ready for us. Now to hook the harness up, or to hook the straps, the sling to the harness, we have to make sure that these middle hooks are facing her head. because that's how we secure, double secure the bottom strap. The top strap is never a problem, it's the bottom strap that can sometimes get wonky. So we actually will secure two straps, one on the center and one down here, if possible, okay? All right, so let me lower this down so we can start hooking you up. Okay, emergency brake. This one pushes for emergency brake, so you have to disengage it. Okay, so because I want her sitting upright, I'm gonna fasten the shorter strap to the top hook. Okay. I can put the longer one on there too for safety, but I don't want only the longer one because it's gonna allow her to lie down to supine. I want her upright, okay? Let's see if I can get this up from under there with the chair already in place. All right, the bottom ones, because I want her sitting upright, again, I want to make the decision onto how much elevation or not do I want on the lower extremities. Usually, I want the lower extremities longer. But she's not super tall, so I'm gonna start with the middle and see how that works. Because we've not done this before, next time I might have to readjust my length. But I don't probably want the shortest one because that's gonna bring her legs up too far. And then she's gonna be lying down instead of sitting up or semi-recumbent. Okay, so we're gonna bring this one and I'm gonna hook the long one in first, and then I'm gonna hook the shorter one in. Maybe. No, baby. Well, we did it yesterday. There we go. Okay. So I'm not on the shortest one, I'm on the middle. Are you on the middle? We wanna make sure we're on the same one.
Well, if it's so.
Yes. There we go. Okay? You've got to make sure you're on the same hook. So it takes a couple minutes to ensure that you've got the sling set up the way you want it and that you have it hooked up the way you want it. Okay? So at this point, I'm gonna ask you to come around to this side. Because now he's gonna help guide her while I'm moving the sling itself. Are you ready to go up in the world?
Yeah.
All right. You will determine whether she needs head support or not. All right? Okay, and again, once she's free floating,
Oh, I did not like that sling.
I'm gonna stop. I don't need to bring her up any more than that. Okay, I don't care if her legs are on the ground or on the surface, because I know they're gonna go with her. The only thing I care about is that her bottom is not on, okay? So now I'm gonna unlock it, and I'm gonna start to pull it out. And this is where you can, and we didn't get her very upright at all, did we? Okay. You can start to rotate the entire harness as I come out. All right. And now we're gonna go back toward the chair.
Watch your head.
Okay, so now this is where you're going to get behind her and you're gonna find those straps. Come all the way under, because this is what we want. We want her sitting up. Can you find the straps? Nope, you're on the back. The straps are further down. Got them? All right, so now you're gonna really pull her. Nice. I'm gonna put those brakes back on, and then we're gonna lower. And watch your head. Watch your head. Sweet. We have to lower the harness enough that we can unhinge the straps. I'm gonna do this one first. Okay, we got the harness. And we're gonna pull that out of the way. And there she is. We did much better getting her in the chair upright enough than we did yesterday. Yesterday we had some trouble readjusting and getting the patient in. Good job. Okay? You do have to really reach down to grab those straps on the back of the sling. Okay? So then she's sitting here. She doesn't need this under her anymore. I'm gonna unhook it under those legs. And I'm just gonna pull it out from behind her. Okay?
Where's